Well, hello everybody. Welcome to Rosalie's Kitchen. Wow, I've got a recipe for you. You're just going to love it. I'm going to make today Italian cannoli cake. And we're going to do some shortcuts, which is really wonderful. If you use this Pillsbury cake mixes, they have pudding in them and they're so good. You want a yellow cake mix and a devil's food cake mix. And so be sure that use olive oil instead of the vegetable oil, as I've always taught you in my classes. Okay, well, here's our layer cakes, and they have been cooling for quite some time. You don't want to put this cake together unless these are really sturdy and they're cooled. Alright, so just put them on your racks, just like that. First thing we're going to do is we're going to make our ricotta filling. Oh, it's going to be so good. You want to use a cup of heavy whipping cream. Put it right into your mixer. Along with that, put in a half a cup of your powdered sugar. Give that just a little bit of whisk right there. Let's also add a teaspoon and a half of pure vanilla. I think you're really going to love this cake. Okay, so we want to lock up our mixer, and I think we better plug it in real quick here so that we can make it work. Oh my goodness. Okay, we want to whip this real stiff so that we're going to fold in our ricotta and it'll be so creamy and good. Alright, be back in about 3 minutes. Okay, well we're back, guys, and look at how nice and thick that this has come. We want about 15 ounces or 16 ounces, whatever your carton says. Some ricotta comes in 15, some comes in 16. I believe this is 16 ounces. So we're going to go ahead and just undo this, and we're going to empty our bowl, and we'll go ahead and empty our bowl of this wonderful whipped cream right into the ricotta cheese. Kind of doing this backwards so I can show you guys in the camera. Okay, so you want to just put the whipped cream right into the ricotta, and we're going to fold that in together. Now normally when you'd make a cannoli, an Italian cannoli, you might have some cherries in here or some chocolate chips, but I chose just to use the straight ricotta with your whipped cream, and because there's a lot going on in this cake and we want the cake to be able to be enjoyed as well, so we're not going to put those in. If you'd like to do that, you can. So now you can see how nice and creamy your ricotta is with the whipped cream mixed right on in there. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and dress this cake with our filling. Just want to make sure that you get that really mixed in there good, and let's just use a fork to kind of mix that in so that your ricotta and your cream is mixed in real good. Okay, so now we're going to start with the yellow layer, and we're going to go ahead and put about 1/3 cup on that. Spread that all around. And then we're going to go ahead and use our chocolate in the middle. What we're going to do is with a big serrated edge knife, and you can do this very easily, just cut right straight through the cake, and we're going to make a double layer on the chocolate. Okay. And so now we're just going to flip that up. And now on this one, we're not going to add quite as much of the ricotta, just a little bit to coat those, because we have another layer now that we're going to put right over that one. Okay, so I'm going to spread that evenly. And now another layer of your chocolate. And you will have some ricotta cheese left over. And then lastly, we will top it with this one. Okay, now we're going to make our whipped cream frosting. So come on back and we'll get started with that one. Okay, and now we're going to make our frosting. We're going to use a cup of our heavy cream again. And we're going to use a 1/2 cup of our powdered sugar because we're going to add a carton, an 8-ounce carton of our wonderful mascarpone Italian cheese. So we're going to go ahead now and whip that up. And when it's good and whipped, we will add the cottage cheese. Okay. Or actually the mascarpone. All right, be back in a sec when this is really whipped up. Okay, so now you can see how whipped cream, real nice and thick the whipped cream is. You're going to add the mascarpone cheese. And again, just look at that label so you kind of know what you're going to be getting there. Okay? All right, we're going to whip this back up. We put 1.5 teaspoons of vanilla, and then we're ready to frost. Look how great this came out. What a fluffy, wonderful frosting. And we're just going to go ahead now and frost this cake. And then we'll be back to put on the garnish. Okay, guys, this cake is shaping up gorgeous. I have here a 1/2 cup of toasted pecans. I just did those right in the skillet with the 2 teaspoons of sugar. And I did also our toasted almonds. So what you want to do is just come around the cake now and just kind of press those right around the side for a really beautiful effect. And then we'll come back and we'll do the top. Okay, so now our almonds and pecans are on, and we're going to use about probably 1/3 cup of our raspberry preserves right in the center. Oh, this is going to be so good. And then we're going to just whip cream it around and finish off our cake with maybe some fresh raspberries. Wow, isn't that beautiful? I can't wait till you guys serve this. It is going to be so pretty. How about a little bit in the center? And there it is. Okay, let me get a few raspberries, so hold up a minute. Okay, look at this beauty. Oh my gosh, let's take a pinch off. Oh, it is so good. Can't wait to taste this. It is wonderful. All right.
I want some.
Bon appetit.